You know, if I was Hild, because Hild was pretty upset, I would have taken the body of Cuthbert with me. In the night, I would have taken his coffin. Gone. Take my friends,
Not that easy.
Cuthbert, bye. Because they need Cuthbert. They're pretty much freaking about Cuthbert. Let's take the Cuthbert. Let's make a deal. Get me back Uhtred and I'll get you back your Cuthbert. Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra and this is Ken.
Hi.
And Panda. And tonight is the Last Kingdom. And last time on the Last Kingdom, Uhtred and his posse they're basically on their way to find, I think, they were looking for Kjarten. That was his mission.
Uhtred did a dress up.
Well, no, you're getting ahead of yourself. And then he got to York, where, some villagers had basically killed all the Danes that had taken over their village. And then Uhtred took over like he's the lord of the place.
Yep.
And they're all like... And then Alfred found out about some king that was in the middle of Kjartan's slave place. And everybody was like, you gotta go get the king. He's been prophesied, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
So since it was from God, Alfred was like, yep, that's cool. So he sent Beocca, and Uhtred just happened to go the same place, and they met up.
Yep, they met up, and there was love.
And then they made a plan to scare Sven with some lepers and a skull.
You got ahead of it, because they rescued this so-called half Dane, half Saxon king first.
I don't think they got him first, no.
From the slaver.
I thought they did the whole thing first.
Oh yeah, they had to do the dress up party first to scare everybody.
And then they got the king.
Then they got the king, yeah.
But the king is shifty.
Yep.
There's something about him. And the fact is, Lord Abbott didn't see his face. He thought Uhtred was the king.
Yep. Well,
he's full of beep, because there's no way.
Because there's never any lying in the faith there. No,
and they had like this dead body of a saint that was all charred to a crisp, basically, and then they pulled out its disgusting black hand and made someone touch it.
Made the new king hold his hand to be to be raised to the kingship.
That was pretty sick.
And he asked for Uhtred to actually stand with him while he did that.
Yeah.
So.
And that's weird because the new king asked Uhtred to lead his armies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But isn't Uhtred indebted to Alfred for a year? Didn't he say you'd serve him for a year?
Well, there may have been some time jumping here a little bit.
I mean, Alfred's daughter grew up by like 10 years.
Exactly. She seemed to get a lot older really quickly, so perhaps the obligation isn't there anymore.
She's instantly like marriageable.
Teenager now.
Yeah, but older because looking like you're 15 and 13 and 12 and marrying you off doesn't look good in today's society. Yeah, so they have to make you look like 19 and 20.
The average person died at about age 26 at this time. Being 13, you kind of get busy.
Well, mostly women died early because they just died from having children because that was their life.
Men too, died from misfortune.
Yeah, and from whoring.
And disease and, and murder and general poor conditions.
So in the very end, Sven freaked out. He went back. We found out that Tyra is living with her hounds, and she's ruling the place. I don't know what's going on here.
She's in prison, but she seems to have, Sven wrapped around her little finger, and he's all kind of scared of her,
Which makes no sense, because when he captured her in season 1, he was all like, I'm going to do unspeakable things to you, blah, blah, blah. Well, what?
He probably did, and, but slowly she's been getting, more and more kind of satanic powers, and it's getting him scared, because he was so scared of that wolf head thing, which was a pretty transparent disguise, and Kjarten was like, that's a trick, you idiot.
Yeah, but there were lepers. I mean, seriously. He did look spooky.
It was spooky, but come on,
Yeah, well, Kjarten didn't buy it, and he basically doesn't listen to Sven. He always gets someone
he
else to
gets
tell him what happened.
A second opinion.
Yeah,
always.
every time.
Because Sven's a moron.
But they're like, Uhtred Ragnarsson lives. I shall cut him into 1,000,000 pieces. Yeah, you give that a try. I guarantee it doesn't happen because there's still 2 more seasons after this
that
one.
didn't work for Abbott,
Yeah.
or Skorpa. So, yep, I don't think Kjartan's in their class. So
yeah, he killed Abbott and Skorpa.
Yeah, I don't think
Uhtred's got a good record going on.
Exactly. And he burned a whole bunch of ships too.
Twice.
That's his MO. He's gonna burn some ships.
You got ships, Uhtred can burn them. That's how it's gonna be. So let's see what comments we had this week on the episode. So Rob Max says that there's only 4 seasons of the Last Kingdom, but they have approved a season 5. But of course, with everything going on, they haven't started filming it yet.
Okay, well we'll be waiting for it.
Yeah, I think we might be caught up by the time it comes out.
Yeah, maybe
if it's filmed. And yeah, no, we were wrong. ADJ. When we saw Uhtred going off into the distance, we were totally speculating.
Yeah.
Because we've never seen this Hallig guy. I don't know who he is. We just assumed that it was the nun and Ethelwald because we couldn't figure out who the other dude was.
I blame tiny screen again.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. Besides, who is this dude? Do we know him?
I mean, he's the minstrel from The Witcher.
He's not the minstrel from The Witcher. First, he doesn't sing catchy tunes, which...
So they're not catchy tunes.
I don't think anyone wants to see your bumhole, Duke. Your bumhole is on display. Nobody wants to see that. Anyway, Hilda's the best. She's the best. She helped make sure that Hooker didn't steal
Uhtred's sword and all his money.
She put water on him because he was being a jerk.
Yeah, she let the woman take all the money, but give us the sword back.
But then he was checking her out. He propositioned her to sleep next to him, and then later he spied on her when she was getting out of the river, putting her clothes back on.
Yeah, which didn't seem to bother her all that much.
Well, Uhtred, you're a filthy boy. Just, you're Uhtred skanky.
Well, yeah, he is.
He is very skanky.
He's just a horny teenager.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right.
It's okay when they hear our cats.
So we are on, what? That was the episode 1? I feel like we've watched more than season 2. We've only watched 1 episode of season 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then let's check out episode 2 of season 2.
We're looking for Uhtred, the commander of the king's army.
I am Uhtred. And I have to keep.
We're here to offer our swords.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait. These are the people that Kjarten sent.
We serve the Dane of Albrinia. We settled north and east of here.
You're liars.
I know Albrinia.
We have.
I'm Hallig.
I'm hungry.
Not gonna say who you are? Okay then. Hallig doesn't trust you now.
To become a Christian, and my sister shall do her duty.
What's that mean? You're giving it her to him?
May I build some sexual tension with you?
Maybe
in the church, because that's always the best place to build sexual tension.
Hey, he had sex in the church with Brita, remember?
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Uh-oh.
Should call me Uhtred.
I think I better cover up Panda's eyes here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. He's like, this is a church!
Your horse is sickly, Lord.
What?
That's a setup.
What?
Yeah, that's got a setup all over it.
What's going on? This horse looks fine.
There's nothing wrong with horse. They want to try and capture him. Get him away.
Yep.
Don't cry, you're dead.
The hell?
My lords Kjarten and Sven send their greetings.
Mm-hmm.
Uhtred Ragnarsson. I'm allowed to take an eye.
No, you won't.
Which one would you like to keep? I look forward to seeing you try.
Yeah! They're like, where did those dames go?
Even the women are in on it.
Yes, of course. They're... No, you can't have me.
I need one of them alive! Not you.
Yeah, it's not you. We don't
Not
like
you.
you. We're gonna take my eyeball out.
I would like to serve him.
Oh, please.
Now shut your mouth before I fill it with my boot.
Dang, Hillig, you something else.
Hill, we'll be using an axe.
Not me. I'm gonna saw his head off with my little blade.
Don't
Oh,
panic.
she's sawing it. Oh, he's like,
Oh, this is like...
oh, with that blade? Seriously?
Promise me you won't do anything stupid.
No chance. No chance of that promise ever coming.
Stupid is in my nature.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Only if it's mediocre.
Aww.
Dang it. Bianca and Uhtred.
Separated again.
Their cute little relationship.
The body of St. Cuthbert is coming with us, Lord.
He is to lead the shoulders of the monks.
Dang, that'd be heavy.
Well, there's not much.
So they just take him with them wherever they go?
What's that way?
Take his little coffin?
Yeah.
At least they closed it, because last time, remember, he was like, close my leg. Stop opening my leg. I want to rest in peace, for God's sake.
Stop making people hold my hand.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
He and the Lady Gisela have shared time together, alone.
Yes, Snitch. We know you were gonna... In the church.
Field, a barn,
The
a
church?
chapel.
They weren't doing it.
Watch. Should his cock wander and her virginity decide to join it? Yes, Lord.
Jeez. Policing her virginity, are we?
What's that way?
I went, no! Never turn your back on him.
You guarantee my life? Put down your sword.
Kill him.
No. Down the sword?
No, Abbott. We're not doing what you want.
Kill him now! I say no one is to move and no one is to speak but me. No one.
Yeah, shut up. Back it up. That's right. Back it up.
Cover your eyes, Panda. Cover your eyes.
Uhtred, how many ladies has it been now? Uh-oh. He's gonna see something.
He's been told to keep a watch for things.
I know, but Uhtred was sneaky. Oh no! Don't you look in there! That's private! No. No.
Do you need assistance, Brother True?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Get out.
Walk on.
Keep up.
Yeah.
Lord, what I'm saying is good advice. We must attack tonight.
Do not hear me. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, Lord Abbott has his ear on the other side, just like Bianca said.
Uhtred, mine is the only voice that the brothers shall hear.
Well, that's a stupid decision.
You're an
Sorry, but you've been listening to Abbott too much, and Gisela knows that.
idiot. You're an idiot.
She doesn't want to be offered like a... Is he going to offer her up at this
Yep,
this
that's what it kind
negotiation?
of probably smells like.
Yeah, that is what it smells
Yeah.
like.
Why
But
would you
Gisela-
bring her?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Do I have a plan?
You know, if you're not going to listen to your general, then he can just hit the road.
How many women will he be offering?
Dang it.
None. Most definitely none.
Allow me to think on it.
So, Abbott, getting the feeling that you dreamt this guy so that you could control him.
Yep.
He's not there. He's nothing.
He is the heir. He was rebaptized as Uhtred, and you cannot say that.
Everybody wants to cut off Uhtred's head.
Kjarten wants it. You want it. You know what?
Siegfried and Eric want it.
Mm-hmm.
That's bold.
Yep.
Walked right up to the gates in the dark and put it on a stick.
Here a
He left
head,
some-
there a head,
some heads on a
everywhere a
stick.
head.
The last one is taken.
8 heads.
Is it that horseman?
Uhtred.
Believe you deceive me? I know exactly who you are. Uhtred, Ragnar's son. I'll have your soul, Kjarten. Face me. Face me like a man. Uhtred.
I could easily become your rival.
Uhtred.
Yes.
I
Talking.
ask that you make peace with me. I ask that you offer your sister in marriage.
I don't know if that's good though. Because now Abbott's stuff is more real. What are you doing? Hild? What are you doing? Is it Uhtred? No. Oh no!
Alec,
It's Helig! What are you doing?
Uhtred! Uhtred, whatever your plans, change them. You're to be sold.
What?
So, what? What? We're your army. We saved you.
It's not lost on me that while you gave me my freedom, I'm now taking yours.
Uncle Uhtred?
He asked for your head. But slavery won't be enough, I'm sure.
No, it
It
won't.
would be better to kill me, but you lack the courage.
Yes.
Sword in hand.
My sister would never forgive me.
Kill me.
Goodbye.
Oh, you're dead. Oh!
Uhtred, you shall kill me. I will return. I swear. Uhtred.
Yeah, you need to help him. Yes, Ragnar! Go get your brother. Oh, Brita. She's
Brita
not
too.
very happy about it, though.
Now, Ragnar, I have a task for you.
Dang that stupid king. You helped rescue his butt. Yes! Come on, Uhtred! Run! Oh, yeah! Oh, please. Oh, please. No, no. No, no.
No longer a warrior.
Yeah, yeah.
You belong to me now.
No, you don't. Mm-mm. Curse you, Abbott, and your weak king.
Guthred, the spineless.
Spineless jerk. Oh my god. So, Uhtred was just doing his thing. Abbott was like whispering in Guthred's ear, he wants to take you. He wants to take your kingship. Oh my god, he wants to be more than just the whatever Lord
Earl.
of Bedinburg. And it's like, no, he doesn't actually. He said he'd help you. He's totally a man of his word. He helped you, which he did not have to do. And now you sold him to his uncle.
Well, worse, sold him into slavery
He sold
with
him
the
into
slaver scumbag.
slavery. After dealing with the slaver dude before, and of course Halig, who turns out to be the most awesome sidekick, is with him because he wouldn't leave. And Hild went to go get Alfred for some help, but Alfred wasn't being too committal. But he did commit Ragnar Jr. to the crew.
Yep.
And of course Hild is a warrior now that she chopped the dude's head off with a knife. She got some chainmail. Yeah, so crap went down basically. The fake king,
Guthred.
who I now hate.
Yep. He was a weasel from the beginning.
He was like, they were gonna go march on York and take it for him. And they ran into Eric and Siegfried, and instead of fighting them like Uhtred suggests
They'd
because
already
they
been
were
defeated by the
small,
Scots. So they're coming back, and they're in defeat, and he could have taken them and wiped them out right then and there.
But he didn't.
He made a deal.
Yeah, a deal. Yeah, So, yeah, he got them to agree to join them and fight Kjarten. And he would give them Kjartan's fortress. Well,
How long is that going to work out for
Uhtred
you?
didn't like that idea, so he went and scouted out Kjartan's place by placing all his men's head on pikes.
Outside the gates, which was pretty bold.
Which happened because these fake dudes came in from Kjartan's spy ring and said they were someone else's men, and then tried to take Uhtred. And Uhtred's posse, which includes that awesome dude, was it Capel? What's that guy's name? That big, huge dude. Kappa? Yeah.
Something like that.
He's awesome.
And
They came to his
smashed them.
rescue and cut off all the heads of those nasty dudes except for one who happens to be Kjartan's bastard son. And he said, I don't want to be with Kjartan. I will be with you. So what's going to happen when all the people who came because of Uhtred learn that king sold him to slavery?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be like, I'm out. Yeah. Like all Kappa and all those guys that follow Uhtred, they're not going to follow Abbott.
No, and Guthred the Spineless.
Because it's basically Abbott and the Puppet King, who he dreamed into existence. Which, of course, was just a ploy for him to get his own king so he could do what he wanted. So then Gisela, his sister, she's like a pawn to be in marriage, and she's like, I don't want to be a pawn. If you hear to Uhtred, if you hear I'm getting like married off, tell me I'm gonna hit the road. So, of course, as all women do, because there's a very shortage of women in this world, all of them sleep with Uhtred. So Gisela got some shebang bang with Uhtred, and then Uhtred kind of said, well, you know, I'm a Lord of the North, and Eric and Sigrid are Lords of the... I want to be treated like them. I want to make a deal. So can I marry your sister? Like, and he was saying, well, now I'm your enemy, or he was just playing with it, like, you know, treat me as an equal, like a person to be feared. But the whole time Abbott had been telling the Weasel King that his lance would be stolen from him and stuff by Uhtred. So, of course, he didn't take that as a ribbing joke from Uhtred.
He took it as a serious
Took it as a serious threat.
Because this guy is not only spineless, he's also dumb.
Well, yeah, and they put Gisela somewhere, too. Because at the same time, they kidnapped Uhtred because Abbott took his henchmen in, grabbed Uhtred, because his uncle said, yeah, I'll offer my 200 spears for your army if you bring me Uhtred's head. But I guess the peaceful way to deal with that is to put him in slavery.
The spineless way to do it.
Yeah. So basically you've taken a guy who promised to help you and who was freaking loyal to you, built this giant army and taught them how to fight, basically, and you sold him to a guy you don't know who took something from his own nephew and wants to have his nephew, like, murdered, and you trust this guy?
And you're like, now he's going to go all Ben-Hur out there on the galley and, you know.
You know, if I was Hild, because Hild was pretty upset, I would have taken the body of Cuthbert with me. In the night, I would have taken his coffin. Gone. Take my friends, Cuthbert, bye. Because they need Cuthbert. They're pretty much freaking about Cuthbert. Let's take the Cuthbert. Let's make a deal. Get me back Uhtred and I'll get you back your Cuthbert.
I think that, here's my prediction. Uhtred starts a slaver's revolt, Spartacus style, and comes back and...
I hope so.
Kicks everyone's...
He's going to burn some more ships. Yeah, so he said to that king, I will be back. When I escape, I'm coming for you. Yeah.
And there's a good track record there.
Yep. He killed Abbott. He killed Scorpa.
He's gotten out of being in prison before, too.
And guess what, Abbott? I know you're going to get killed, too.
Remember he got hostage? he got hostage before, and he managed to escape from that situation.
Well, now Ragnar, his brother, is going to hopefully find him. And Ragnar has a lot of men, if he can get them. And this new king is a jerk.
He needs to just
Alfred respected this king at first. He thought it was a holy prophecy.
Well, he's like, he didn't care. It's like something that would help to expand his influence into a kingdom that he doesn't currently have any influence in, which is Alfred's game all the way along here, is to sort of build an alliance of kingdoms under his leadership,
but
to make England his.
Well, yeah, as he should, because there really needs to be, like, there's too many kings around here. And Ethelwald also said at the table, it's Uhtred.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You have to go find him. Like, Ethelwald has mad respect for Uhtred.
Yep.
He has mad respect for him.
Yeah.
Even Alfred's daughter, who's learning how to fight, she stood up and said, he saved us. He protected us. You have to help find him. Like, come on, dude.
Beocca says, I'm going to take a lifetime journey to save him.
Yep, Beocca. That's his baby. He loves Uhtred. They're like father and son, because Beocca was a better father than Uhtred. And then his uncle has the gall to say his name's not Uhtred, it's Osbert. No, when you get rebaptized, your name can change, you jerk. And he got dunked underwater for a long time. Beocca held his head underwater for way too long. And he became Uhtred. So, and then the Weasel King called him Osbert.
Yeah.
God.
That guy's gonna die.
So mad. Kjarten is peeved because all his dudes' heads got cut off.
Yeah, that's the thing though, you know. Yeah, Kjartan's gonna wipe the floor with these guys. Like that's the likely outcome. I mean, maybe you have a big army.
You don't have Uhtred.
The idea is like, okay, you think you're gonna surround this place and besiege it for months and months to starve it out? That's a strategy. But while they're starving in the fortress, you're starving outside the walls too.
It's not a good strategy.
This is the strategy that you need to prepare for. You got to lay in provisions for a siege like this. It's not something you can do and like, okay, well, that sounds like a good idea, Siegfried and Eric. Let's go do it.
Well, and they said that on purpose because they saw the weakness of the king.
Of course, and so
they played on his ego.
They're going to bring that like weak-ass, spineless bag of to in front of Kjartan's fortress, probably turn on him at that point, slaughter them, and then make a deal with Kjartan.
Yeah, and Uhtred was like talking, and Eric and Siegfried were played to the king's weakness and was like, we want to hear the king's opinion. And Uhtred's like, I'm telling you, dude, you asked Uhtred to be the general of your army, your warrior. So for all war, you should be asking his opinion, not the abbot. The abbot can do all the religious stuff, but he has overstepped so much.
He's got to die too.
He has to die. Either that or someone has to kidnap his little Cuthbert dude. Or they're going to find out that body of Cuthbert is not the body of Cuthbert. Some dude that Abbott put in a box.
It's Steve from down the pub.
Steve. Yeah, they'll be like, this isn't the saint. Oh my god, I hate the Abbot. At first I thought they were taking Uhtred and didn't tell the king. But they told the king. He was totally on board. Now you're gonna fail. You suck, new king. So yeah, Alfred doesn't want to marry off his daughter. He's not cool with that.
No, it's, you know.
He's not cool with that. I mean, there's the destin here is either he marries her to Uhtred, which could happen, or Uhtred marries. I think Gisela is all out of the picture now. Man, Uhtred has ladies for like one episode and then they're gone.
They have.
Jeez.
Lovin',
yeah.
Dead or in a nunnery or in prison.
No head, none. And now this one's, God knows where they've put her. They've locked her up somewhere. Anyway, it's mental. So, I'm really pissed off.
Yeah, Panda's very mad.
Darn you, Abbott and stupid weak king. Anyway, and I think that's what it was, is Gisela saw how weak her brother was.
Oh, yeah.
And she knew the Abbott would be... Because she told the Abbott to stop talking at some point.
Yep.
He told him, you shouldn't talk about my sister or whatever, you're overstepping.
Yep.
And yeah, that's the only thing.
You speak too plainly.
Like
even that's weak, you know.
Yeah.
As a king, like you have to splash that guy on the floor. Like you can't talk about that. You can't talk about the king's sister in a way that indicates that she's a harlot. You know.
She was flushed, and he was like, "Are you flushed, Lady Gisela?" And he's like, "Psh, don't you talk to my sister like that."
That's not speaking plainly. That's speaking rudely to the king's sister. You should get...
Abbott is...
You know,
he's like, this totally reminds me of the Tudors, because Wolsey had pretty much all the control over Henry VIII, all during his marriage to Catherine. Wolsey was the one pulling the strings. And then eventually Henry VIII, people whispered in his ear that Wolsey was pulling all the strings, and, you know, that's the same situation here as far as I'm concerned, except the tables will turn on Abbott. You can't get too close to the king and tell him all your stuff, because guess what? He'll turn on you just like he turned on Uhtred. Yep. Being in the middle of the court is not a good thing. Kings can do some things to you. And Henry VIII loved to chop the heads. Anyway, well, if you like our videos, please subscribe. If you'd like to see more reactions to The Last Kingdom, check out our playlist. And until next time, bye.